set to go, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now Jones. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars!
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This now a 3rd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 40. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, man. Let's make a play here. Hey, run. Big 13 heavy. Don't let us down. Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11. Hey, kill.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Red on red. Hey, let's make some good calls, offense. Think right. Here we go.
Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Jaguars at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Big 13 heavy. Go street.
And
shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here to add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. Down the left sideline.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 32-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time, but even more so, his team.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase,
there he goes, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. You talk about this Lions defense.
Well, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. gets him a new set of downs. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Back to the ground with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets a lot done on this drive.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here's Gibbs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On first down, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
Take right open. Easy. 13, move.
Lawrence will throw. Able to shake him off. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Going after it right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
What you get paid for? Come on, bring it back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Wide open receiver, complete.
Now he's loose at the 40. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
A give running right, ETN. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd down and a yard.
11. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
To throw again, Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action with Lawrence.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And they run the option on second down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. This game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now 2nd and 3. All the option left, it's Jones.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a big play that's been the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to sing this one through.
And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for Jacksonville.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, sprinting it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To the 43, second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Jones now. Off play action. Jaguar pressure on a Jaguar sack. Devin Lowe, the one to get home and earn that sack. And as this off the field. They can do so with their heads held high. What a
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.